Hello, my name is Sasha McKay, and these are my SMART goals. I am currently on an LTO with Duff and Peel Catholic District School Board, and I previously did supply teaching for Halton Catholic School Board. So, my SMART goal number one, of course, I got hired with Halton Catholic in January. And I was, of course, nervous, excited, wanted to do a really, really good job. So I was very much in my head, like very, very nervous. And I tried my best not to be, but I also just, I had to put myself in that mindset where it's like, you got to do it. You've done all this work up until now. You got to put yourself in there and just you got to roll with it. So that's what I did. So in every school I went to, of course, I would always ask questions regarding the student. I put examples here, favorite foods, triggers, things like that. I always wanted to be aware of the factors that I was getting into, just so that I can better assist the student. Now, one example of this is where I sort of struggled with how I approached a situation and sort of like the hardship that comes with that sometimes just because of how the student reacted. So, of course, ASD student, nonverbal, grade two. Um, I was told can be violent, reactive to new people. So of course, here's me, supply teacher, new face. They like more structure. They like the same person. So of course, they gestured me to go away. I just sort of stepped back and observed and just, so the student knew I was around. There was another student's ball that went into the school parking lot, and I had let that student go get the ball. In that same sort of time frame, the student I was supporting wanted to go get it as well. And I had to block the student for their safety so that, they didn't get hurt. They now started to act out, trying to kick and hit and all that. Luckily, I was safety trained at that time or before this incident, sorry. So I was prepared to protect myself, protect the student, but it kept escalating. Luckily, there was a teacher on duty, which there always is, and she saw the situation happening. She told me to step back to try to calm the student down. And when I went back into the classroom, because at that point recess was over, we were going in, I did feel very overwhelmed. I felt, did I do the right thing? The students acting out. I I didn't want them to feel angry at me. I like to be liked, of course, especially in this job. You want to make sure students, feel comfortable with you. So I just felt like that failure feeling like I didn't do a good job, but I was trying to help him. I was trying to make him safe, and the classroom teacher was so reassuring. You know, the student reacts this way. It's nothing you did or didn't do. Go take a break, take a deep breath. So after that, I felt a sense of relief and things like that. But when I did leave, I, sort of cried on the way home and speaking to my husband and things like that, just for that extra support. And, he also reassured me saying, you're great at what you do. You have such a passion. You love kids and you want to help. And you did the best thing you could in that situation. And he's like, you're gonna have days where situations occur and you don't even have time to think about it. So I think given the situation, you reacted the best way possible. So I've learned not to be so hard on myself and to give myself credit and to take each situation and each student day by day and not put so much pressure on myself. So that was a big learning curve for me, that no one's perfect. We don't have all the right answers. And just because a student reacts, it's not a reflection on us. It's just that's how they communicate sometimes. And as Allison would say, all behavior um, is an expression, right? So obviously I don't know the student that well enough to know their triggers and things like that, but he doesn't understand that I was trying to protect him, right? So that was a big learning day for me. Um, and then of course, smart goal number two, how working in a team setting as an EA, ERW, and helping to support one another. So I think this is a big thing for me, just, in general. I think in any work setting, it's so important to support each other. And I think this was another thing I was not worried about, but very nervous about walking into school settings. Who am I meeting? Are they welcoming? Am I going to work together with them? You know, if there's any type of conflict, how can we resolve it quickly and not have any animosity or anything like that. So that's the person I am. I love working together with people. I like working in a team and getting things done, and of course it always comes down to the needs of the student and their best interest. So again, in the Halton region, I find that majority of the schools that I attended for supply teaching, there was minimum 10 EAs at all times, which was wonderful because there's just so much support, and there was a lot of needs at the schools that I was at, and it was just nice to see like so many people there supporting each other, supporting the students. And of course, there's a difference between that and Dufferin Peel Catholic, where sometimes there's only 2 to 5 ERWs at a time. Um, so I would chalk that up to different funding between the boards. But again, going back to the team part, just working together as a team was something I wanted to observe and just make sure that I can contribute a positive team work environment. So an example of this is in the Halton Catholic region. There was a school that I would go to often, and loved the school. Just great, great staff, great ERWs, like wonderful, wonderful school. Um, and I remember the cert saying, you know, um, this student, student A, and the ERW saying, student A, so, can be very difficult, how can you not do this, that? And I just kept thinking like, oh my God, can I handle this student? Could I do a good job? So this particular student is diagnosed with ASD, is in kindergarten, very hyperactive, cannot sit still, doesn't do the carpet, just doesn't have that self-regulation. Um, so, you know, I just felt like, will I be able to support this student like the other EAs can? Will I do a good job? Will this student be okay with me? Will they listen to me? Will I be able to, you know, sort of overcome this hurdle, and be able to support the student as much as possible. So of course, you're given a schedule for the day, and I was given that student at some point in that day, and honestly, so nervous. The student had a lot of difficulty transitioning. So, for example, playtime and then to get ready to go outdoors. So, I did have a struggle with the student, and just trying to get her ready to go outside. She wasn't having it. She wouldn't sit still, she wouldn't listen. So then the classroom teacher aided me and said, she loves Little Mermaid. And I thought, amazing, because I'm such a big Disney fan. And like, I already have that in my cell phone. So quickly, put on Part of Your World, singing with the student or singing to her. She was nonverbal, but could still, sort of, hum along. And it was just such a touching moment for me. I thought, what a rewarding situation. And as I'm singing to the student, the other EA is coming in to relieve me so I can go to another student to support. And at the end of the day, she said to me, you just, you have such a good way with the students, and like the way I saw you with student A, like you're meant for this job, and you can tell you're passionate, and you like just want to help the kids. And like, I just, like, I teared up because I thought, my God, like, this is my goal, like this is the goal, like I want to be able to be a great EA, and to hear that from another EA that's been doing it longer than me, it was just so welcoming and so supportive. And when I left, before I would leave, and this happened many times at this particular school, they would say, Sasha, you're just such a joy to work with. Please come back anytime you see our school. Always take it. We love your company. We love your support. You're great with the students. And I was just so grateful for that. Like, I would go home crying, but in a joyful, in a joyful way. And it was just very touching. And I actually, before, just as I got hired onto Dufferin Peel Catholic, I was given an opportunity at this particular school to work for an LTO. And I was so saddened to have to decline it because it, again, such a great support system, great school, everything was great. It's just, the transportation there would have been a struggle, but I'm just, excuse me, so grateful for these great experiences, because it just continues to make me a better EA. And every single one of those EAs in that school and the classroom teachers were just so helpful to me. And I'll never forget that. It's just something that I'll always remember. So now I just want to talk about a couple things. So PECs, of course, are always used by EAs and classroom teachers, even ECEs, um, which they can provide you in the school. But I always like to be different, and I like, different visuals. So I found these on Etsy, and these are just some of the ones that I have on my lanyard, which I love. And just wanted to talk about quickly resources that I've worked on with students. So, of course, Google Classroom, which most schools use for learning, and then Cami, which is great. It has great annotation tools and helps students engage with the lessons. There's a student I support with ASD in grade 4, and she absolutely loves it, and it's so easy to navigate. Such a great program. I absolutely love it, and it's so helpful for students. And these are my references here. And that's it. I'm just enjoying this journey so much, and I hope that I've covered some great examples of my journey so far, and I can't wait to keep learning and growing as an ERW. Thank you so much.